I'm Michael Saylor, and in this PodFast, I'd like to give you a summary of my full-length 2-hour conversation with Peter McCormack of the What Bitcoin Did podcast and his son, Connor. In it, we talk about 10 rules for life I came up with a few years ago, along with some practical advice. Here they are. Rule number 1, focus. Focus is key. We often think we can do it all, but that's just an overestimation. In my life, I've regretted pursuing many good ideas at the expense of my great idea. You see, we'll encounter numerous good ideas, and Peter, the host of the podcast, interviews people with good ideas all the time. But the crucial question is, do we have the energy to make them work? That's why I constantly emphasize the importance of focus. If you check out my Twitter profile, you'll see my laser eyes. They symbolize focus. I'm not against 1,000 things, and I don't advocate for 100 things. My sole focus and advocacy lie in one thing, Bitcoin. So remember, focus your energy and concentrate on the one thing that truly matters to you. Rule number 2, guard your time. Time is a precious commodity, and everyone out there will want a piece of it. Back in my day, we had only 3 TV channels with original programming from 8 to 11 at night. And guess what? No easy access to adult content either, except for that one legendary Playboy magazine hidden in the woods. But today, oh boy, we have Twitch, YouTube, infinite porn, endless games, and everything you can possibly imagine. We live in an era where everything is at our fingertips. Music, books, you name it, it's all there, practically free. Gone are the days when music and books required money to enjoy. I used to go to the library and had to return the books on time. Now there are no limits. But here's the kicker. You have to make a conscious choice on how to spend your time. You could easily lose the next 3 decades of your life watching chess videos on YouTube instead of actually playing the game. There are countless hours of chess videos available, and you have to ask yourself, is that how you want to spend your time? So, my friends, guard your time wisely. In this age of abundance, where everything is just a click away, it's up to you to choose how you invest your precious hours. Rule number 3, train your mind. It's crucial to train your mind the right way. You can do this by diving into subjects like math, language, logic, and basic thinking skills. Now, don't worry about needing to go to university for this. I've actually launched the Saylor Academy, an incredible platform where we've provided free education to a whopping 1.5 million students. Yep, you heard that right, absolutely free. And guess what? With today's technology, you can train your mind better and faster than ever before. It's all about leveraging the options available to us, unlike back in my high school days. Back then, I was limited to learning Spanish, French, or Latin, and just a smidge of calculus. But now you can use technology to supercharge your mind. So go ahead, embrace the power of learning and train your mind to reach new heights. Rule number 4, train your body. Taking care of your body is crucial for a fulfilling life journey. You don't have to engage in extreme activities, but maintaining a healthy lifestyle is important. While you may get away with reckless behavior in your 20s and 30s, there will be consequences as you age. By your 40s, you'll start experiencing the effects of neglecting your health, and it will only worsen in your 50s. If you continue with unhealthy habits and fail to train your body, you may find yourself facing limitations in your 60s or even beyond. It's essential to consider the long-term consequences of your actions. As you grow older, you'll want to enjoy the simple pleasure of being able to walk around freely. Remember, if your body deteriorates, so will your mind. So prioritize your health and make life more enjoyable and fulfilling in the later stages. Rule number 5, think for yourself. We live in a world where everyone tries to influence our thoughts, whether it's the people we know or the media organizations we follow. They all have their own agendas. So it's crucial to question the motives behind the stories we read and the information we consume. If you want to make a sound decision, like buying a product, for example, don't solely rely on the claims of one expert. Instead, consider multiple perspectives, even if they might be biased or misleading. By gathering information from different sources, you can piece together a more accurate picture of the truth. Remember, assume that everything is distorted in some way, and it's your job to synthesize and find your own version of the truth. It's like creating a mosaic, where each distorted piece contributes to a larger, clearer image. So, be a critical thinker, and don't let others dictate your thoughts. Take control, gather diverse information, and form your own conclusions. Rule number 6, curate your friends. When it comes to friendships, it's crucial to curate your circle wisely. The people you surround yourself with can either uplift you or bring you down. I've seen countless lives affected negatively by toxic friendships during their teenage years. While I won't delve into specifics, it's essential to understand that your friends' values play a significant role in your life. Take the time to choose your friends carefully, as you have infinite options with over 8 billion people on this planet. Seek out individuals who align with your values and will contribute positively to your journey. Don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who drag you down. Cherish the right friendships and invest in relationships that will make you better. Rule number 7, curate your environment. Take a moment and look around. The room we're in has great lighting, and that wasn't by chance. Peter intentionally chose a room with good light. See, curating your environment means selecting a space that's uplifting and healthy. Now think beyond just this room. Consider where you want to live. What city and neighborhood? Do you desire a house with a beautiful green lawn or an apartment that suits your lifestyle? It may seem like a simple decision, but it holds immense importance. Believe it or not, you have more choices than you think. Your environment affects your mental and physical well-being. Statistics reveal fascinating correlations. For instance, if you walk through a dangerous neighborhood daily, you're significantly more likely to encounter crime. So when you reflect on where you are and how you live, recognize that it impacts your overall health. Be mindful of these choices as they shape your well-being, both mentally and physically. Rule number 8, keep your promises. Always keep your promises. Whether it's a commitment to someone or a pledge made years ago, people never forget broken promises. The consequence? Your credibility takes a nosedive. Think about it. Over time, that loss of credibility compounds, making it difficult to earn the trust and support of others. And worse, they may even revel in your failures. So here's my advice. Never make promises you can't keep. But when you do make a promise, go to extraordinary lengths to fulfill it. In the business world, this distinction can determine success or failure. In my case, being a public company means my stock trades daily. If I were to deviate from what I've communicated to investors, it could result in the sudden disappearance of millions or even billions of dollars in capital. You see, your ability to achieve great things in life hinges on your credibility. So remember, don't make empty promises and honor the ones you make. It's a fundamental principle that can guide you to triumph and earn the respect of those around you. Rule number 9, stay cheerful. It's crucial to stay cheerful and be constructive in today's world. Sure, there are plenty of ugly and awful things happening around us, but dwelling on them endlessly won't do any good. I've learned this firsthand, especially when interacting with my employees. Imagine sitting with your team for 3 hours, constantly complaining about how everything is not working, how it could have been better. It starts to wear them down. Their enthusiasm fades away and they become exhausted. It's like a never-ending parade of negativity. To achieve something meaningful, you need to engage with others in a cheerful and constructive manner. Look at what goes viral on social media platforms like Twitter. It's often the positive and helpful stuff that gets shared widely. When I posted a solution or a free resource, it gained more traction than when I criticized something. For example, I recently came across a great video explaining Bitcoin. The person who posted it didn't have many followers, and it only had 800 views, so I retweeted it and added my own comment. Within no time, it garnered hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of bookmarks. People saw value in it and wanted to share it with others. The key is to make people look forward to engaging with you, whether as colleagues, customers, suppliers, or friends. By being cheerful and constructive, you create an environment where people enjoy working with you and find value in what you have to offer. So let's focus on spreading positivity and making a difference. Rule number 10, upgrade the world. This one you'll need to figure out for yourself. There are lots of ways to do it. Just find one that makes the world a better place to live in than when you got here. I'm Michael Saylor, and I'd like to thank you for listening to this PodFast summary of the What Bitcoin Did podcast with Peter McCormack and his son, Connor. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. See you next time.